Okay, I'm back and this is video 13. I remember leaving you guys off on the last video with pretty much explaining how to get Nimbus Law, but I didn't get that. So the first thing I'm going to do is go into Golden Peak and unlock the Nimbus Law after I deal with this invader, or just confirm that my disciples are good to deal with this invader. Yeah, it looks like this guy is pretty much dying, and my spirit plan is good too, so I'm going to move forward with collecting the Nimbus Law. So to collect the Nimbus Law, you want to go into Golden Peak, and when you enter Golden Peak, there's a building. I forget exactly what the name of the building is, however, it's right in the middle of the sect, and it's the second building. And then when you click on the building, there's an option that says inspiration, so that's pretty much how I know that it is the correct building. So I don't really go around like spending too much time looking for it or trying to memorize what the name of it is, because I know that when I click on it, it just says inspiration. So that's just how I rationalize it. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this Wudang sect and pretty much wait for this map to reveal. So as I said before, it's not this one because this is observe. It's right here, the Spiritstone Golden Hall, and then as you can see, it says inspiration. And to successfully have this event work, you need to have a total of 16 intelligence and luck combined, which this disciple does, thanks to the heaven sent talisman that I have equipped. And then they also have to be a golden core cultivator, and that will unlock the law of Nimbus conquest for you. So as you can see, the requirements are a state, which is golden core, and then intelligence and luck. So now I have the law of Nimbus conquest, and the law of Nimbus conquest is really interesting because it has a yin and yang side, and the yang side represents the fire element and the wood element, and the yin side represents, I believe, the water element and the wood, no, not the wood element, I just said wood, that's for yang, the water element and the earth element, and then the metal element is yin and yang. It's kind of reflective of the golden core breakthrough timers, and I wish my computer was running faster right now, otherwise I will pull that up. But if you have that season bonus sheet, you can see that the fire element is good for the yang breakthrough, and so is the wood element. So it just kind of like try to keep it in line with everything and try to keep it like more so consistent. So that's pretty much how I try to remember it. And then all these manuals in this law have, like, well, not all of them, but a lot of them will increase something drastically and then decrease something drastically. So in this manual, there are some increases that are way more beneficial than the things that they decrease, and there are some things that are balanced. So on each side, there's like a manual that will, for example, increase one stat and decrease one stat, but on, for example, maybe the yin side, it will do the exact opposite. So you can neutralize it or you can keep it. So for example, this flame osmosis skill will increase your battle skill by 20 levels but decrease your artistry by 20 levels, and it will also reduce your mental state. However, if I switch to the other side, then I have this profound yin meridians law manual, which will increase the artistry skill and then increase mental state but also decrease the battle skill. And then there are some tier 2 manuals where you have to get both on each side to even go to the next tier. So for example, if you want to get this Sword of Rebirth manual, you'll have to get the Sword of Oblivion manual, but you'll also have to get the other manual on the other side, which would be Sword of Majesty. As you can see, the second tier for Sword of Majesty is also Sword of Rebirth. And then Nimbus cultivators, they also have a yin attainment and yang attainment. So depending on the element of the manual that they're learning, they'll gain a different set of attainment. So for example, if you have like, if you're learning all fire skills and you have like 100 fire, 100 yang attainment, because you only learn like wood and fire law manuals, then when you go to learn like a water or earth law manual, then the price of inspiration will be significantly reduced because that's yin attainment and you have yang attainment. And then there's a lot of different bonuses that you can have based on your current ratio to yin and yang, and they're really powerful if you can continuously reduce attainment. Because if you reduce attainment such that you have 0 yin attainment and you just have all yang attainment, then your cultivator will get a big bonus in artifact skill level. And then on the yin side, if you have all yin attainment and no yang attainment, then you'll get a big bonus to spell power. However, that's pretty advanced to implement for new players, because reducing attainment is a completely different mechanic in itself that's pretty like not beginner friendly. And then for reducing attainment to on a Nimbus cultivator is also different, because you have to do planning, because when you reduce attainment, it's going to reduce your attainment for yin and yang and split the amount of attainment that's reduced. So for example, if there's an item that will reduce your attainment by 10, then that's going to reduce your attainment by 5 on each side. So you have to have a lot of planning, and you pretty much have to just get the Primordial Spirit as soon as possible with the Nimbus cultivator, so that you can actually see how much yin attainment you have and how much yang attainment you have, because that's not even visible until you get the Primordial Spirit. And then you may want to like also avoid certain manuals of certain elements until even for the golden core breakthrough. However, because Nimbus cultivators are built like this, they do have 2 golden cores scores, which are the yin core and the yang core, and then they also have a lot of cool manuals that make them like really overpowered. But that's just like a brief explanation if you were interested in trying. But I do have other gameplays where I play with Nimbus cultivators, and I do love playing with Nimbus cultivators, even though it took me a really long time to actually practice on getting good at creating Nimbus cultivators. So I'll just need to create like a full tutorial on that later. But anyways, now that I'm in a sect, I'm going to see what items I can pick up. So whenever you visit a sect, you actually can pick up their meals without being attacked, and that won't be considered stealing. So I'm just gonna wait until these guys eat some of these lavish meals, because this is a really fat stack of 44 lavish meals. So I definitely want to pick that up to help out my site. And in this area, you actually can steal, and it will be a problem because this is like the main area, the main sect area for the Wudang sect. So you don't want to just pick up items in this area like you could in the other areas like Purple Cloud Palace, South Rock Palace, and Reattainment Temple. So you know the deal. I don't leave a sect without trying to get friendship manuals, and then I also want to see what these mortals have on them in terms of their stats. And then if you really want to be like super duper efficient, you can also check mortals to see what items they're holding, because these randomly generated mortals can actually have some pretty good items on their body. And speaking of the devil, as you see, like this mortal that this sect doesn't care about just casually has a dragon feces on their body. So whenever you visit sect, I would I'm not saying that I would advise it, because that would be kind of like doing too much optimization, and as you can see, like even me, I'm forgetting to do certain things. However, if you have like a half a mind to do it, then it's a really good idea to visit these sects and then check out what their mortals have on them, because you can get some really good items. And a lot of these guys have dragon feces on them. I see that very commonly, which is a really good item for cultivation, as you guys saw. So I'm just going to invite this mortal, which the sect doesn't really care about if I steal from, and then have that mortal join my sect so I can get the dragon feces. and then if I don't like their stats, I'll probably just kill them. Soul gems are also a very common item that I've seen mortals have generated in their inventory, and I like that, so I'll do that too. This guy has talisman paper, which is pretty much useless. What was that item? That was iron. So yeah, I just pretty much am going to get a nice soul gem, and I'm also going to get a dragon feces. But besides that, I do want to move forward and get some friendship manuals. So let me talk to these disciples and use my mod to increase my favor. So I just want to see what their secret knowledge is. Okay, practice is a really good one. Always go for the practice ones. I don't think I like that one though, but for the practice and the miscellaneous ones, you want to get the ones that increase stats. This is protection. I'm interested in seeing what this is about. Okay, this will increase base shield value, so I'll just take that simply because I spawned it already. Artifact mastery. I don't want this one because it is going to increase the artifact agility, which is a stat that you really don't need. So I can let that one go. Alchemy, hopefully I get yield. Yep. If it says farmer, then that's going to increase the alchemy yield. Oh, success rate. I'm thinking of something else then. But they generally have the same tag. Spell. Homecoming. I wonder what that is about. Oh, that increases con. I'll take that one for sure. And then I just need one more manual. And also, as you start to get these friendship manuals, they make really good decorations because they have high tiers. So if you just have high tier items in your rooms, then you can increase the room attractiveness, and that will increase the feng shui of the room. So I'm going to go back to my sect and actually have that set up, since I do like to have that set up. I'll show you guys how I do that. So whenever I want to increase the feng shui of my rooms in general, what I'll do is create a storage area, and then I'll make it so that, mainly for the singular rooms, because I still need to build walls on these rooms, so I'll just leave those alone. But for the rooms that I have set up right here that have like a minimalist amount of space, I'll create a storage area. Okay, so these rooms are actually missing a lamp, so let's change that. And then for the storage area, I'll set it up so that it only takes law manuals, right? And then law manuals of like a higher tier, so tier 7 and up. So then that means my disciples will start to bring these law manuals into this room, and then that will increase the value of the room quality. Or yeah, I believe it's the room quality. It's either the quality or the attractiveness, because these law manuals are like tier 12 and they're higher than tier 7 too, so it's going to give a nice big boost. So because I did that, I'm actually going to need to remove manuals from my storage area, And then I'm going to have to create another storage area that will be able to collect the law manuals that don't meet the tier requirement. So just make sure you do that too. So then I'm making this other storage area that will just have manuals that are tier 6 and under. And then let me just double check that this one is tier 7 and over again. Yep. So all of my manuals that are under tier 7 will go into here, and then all of my manuals that are over tier 7 will go into here and increase the quality of my rooms and thus increase the feng shui. So now that that's done, I can go back to viewing the status of this mini universe that's being created. So my outer disciple, who's really good at building, is almost done creating the mini universe. Usually the mini universe takes a really long time to create. However, my guy has a really high building speed, and they also have the scraper, which also further increases building speed. So this guy was able to create the mini universe pretty much without me even being able to blink. And I'll be able to show you guys what the mini universe does once that's being created. I think I will send out Mile 3 to, I guess I can send them out to go into Gem Spring Cave just to see if I can possibly collect the Earth Floods. Nice, I got some links here. Okay, so now I have the mini universe. I can pretty much show you guys what this is. The mini universe is basically a big storage area, and it can hold items that are under, I believe, tier 4. So once you have the mini universe, you can just hit this button called acquisition, and it will just pick up every item that it can hold and put it inside the mini universe. So once I hit that, as you can see, all the items that were in my storage area now into my mini universe. So this is really useful. And then you can get these items from the mini universe by pressing inspect. So you can see all my Spiritstone are in there, all my ginseng are in there, and all of my materials are in there, and so on. So this can pretty much just hold like a lot of items, and items never decay or expire in the mini universe. So once you have this removes the need for you to have like a cold room to prevent items from decaying. And then besides that, items will instantly transport two disciples to the mini universe. So if a disciple needs to eat, then it will just pop up in their hand from the mini universe. And if they need to build something, then the building materials will automatically be transported by the mini universe. And I can show you guys what that looks like too. So if I just go to structure and then I try to build some walls, right, then the mini universe will automatically just send that over. So that's pretty much a really good quality of life item that you definitely want to have built in your sect. And then like if you were to demolish something, then it wouldn't go into the mini universe. However, you can just hit that acquisition button again to make it so that your mini universe collects that. So I'll demolish this spot right here and then create some more walls. As you can see, it is extremely overpowered once you get this. Once like outer work becomes trivial. And then since I demolished this wall, this timber is ready to be collected. And then pretty much once you have the mini universe, you may want to download the mod that automatically unbans poop, because then it will allow you to collect poop from the mini by using the mini universe. Let me just, and that's pretty much how that works. So you want to get that mini universe built as quickly as possible. I would say any time before day 60 is really fast for having a mini universe created, because then your quality of life is just so good and it just never goes down. And then you can just do some crazy things with your outer disciples in terms of building. that's where I'm focused on getting this Spiritwood. And then I also think that my disciple Mao 1 is pretty close to becoming pretty close to getting to that Eureka breakthrough. So I do want to start to make my array better so that I can begin my next stage of cultivation. Okay, this guy broke through. I have to deal with another guy. Firestorm. Bye bye. Okay, so the Otherworld Rift just has 2 options, and you'll have to make 2 trips to be able to collect these options. The first one will give inspiration. However, I don't remember putting a civil prosperity talisman on my guy, so I'll hold off on getting that and just take the second option, which will give you a manual that increases. Oh, the second one is the one that gives the most inspiration. So they both give inspiration, but the second one gives significantly more. I think the first one gives like 50 something. Anyways, I got this manual that increases intelligence by 20%. And this is a manual that you want to get very early. Day 56 is actually extremely late for doing this event because it comes at like day 17. So ideally you would rush to get this as soon as you get a golden core cultivator. So I should have had this like 20 days ago. But anyways, I'm going to chop down this tree, and then I want to enhance my array and start to use some more advanced methods for increasing the chi on my tile. So I'm going to start to make a chi fountain, and the chi fountain is just a big group of chi gathering items that I'll be able to continuously burst to increase the overall chi of my map and the chi of the cultivation array tiles. And I don't know if you remember, but from the chi burst description from the chi burst video that I did, the chi burst demonstration that I did in video 8, chi travels from bottom left to upright, so you kind of want your chi fountain to be built in that same direction relative to your cultivation array. So when I'm bursting these Spiritwood, it's going to increase the total mass chi of these arrays that I have right here. And I just have this flooring blueprint used as like guidelines to help me figure out where I want my chi fountain to be. And as you can see, this flooring is just like instantly created thanks to the mini universe. And I can also add some flooring to my other rooms if I want to make my disciple area start to look nice. Let's make my Hellgate look a little bit nicer. But yeah, my outer disciple is just a beast when it comes to building. Like, watch this. Psh, wow, are they even like moving? Like, that's insane. Anyways, you can also, for the chi fountain, you want to have like a big group of spirit gathering items, and there's 7x7 bots, and then there's just like a weird 3 tile like tail at the top. So I'm actually going to use a method that someone in the Discord told me about just yesterday, where instead of like using the disciple to drop down this Spiritwood timber that I have, it's in the mini universe. I can't like just look at it and talk about it anymore, but I do have Spiritwood timber, and that's usually what I use as the chi gathering item for the mini universe because it is range 4, even though the chi gathering amount isn't as big, but it doesn't even need to be that big. Anyways, this method that I've learned from the Discord is to basically use the mini universe to create a fence out of Spiritwood, because this will automatically transport the Spiritwood, and then once you create the fence, you can cancel the creation, and then it will just be the raw materials on the ground. So as you can see, I have all of these fences that are ready to create, right? but then I can hit cancel, and then boom, all of these Spiritwood timbers are here. And so now my chi fountain is basically instantly created thanks to the mini universe. That was very satisfying to watch, honestly, and that was the first time that I've seen that, so I'm really happy about that. So when you have a chi fountain, it's pretty much similar to a chi burst, however it's more of like a passive increase, and you're continuously adding chi to the tiles within this direction, because this is the flow of the chi burst. And the amount of chi that you're adding to the tile will slowly decay over time, so you just always want to continuously trigger your chi fountain as you're playing the game, like so, and then that will just increase the overall chi of every tile within this vicinity and around it. So as you can see, this is like 2100, and then as I just keep bursting, like all of these tiles will start to increase their total max chi, so that will improve my cultivation speed of my disciples and just the overall quality of my map. And then of course I'm going to be more annoyed with more demon beasts awakening around my disciples. But I think I do want to make my sect look a little bit more beautiful, since I do have that mini universe now. So I'll just do Spiritstone offcut. And honestly, my disciples are pretty bored. They really don't have too much to do. So I'll just set it up like this. Then as you can see, these law manuals are being placed in these rooms now. So now you can see my room quality is now refined, which will increase the feng shui of the room in general. So that's super nice to have. And yeah, let's move forward. I have this guy wanting to join my sect, but I don't care about them. And then also I made it so that only this guy can build, because I was building the mini universe. However, it's fine to have other guys be able to build, be allowed to build. So I'm just going to turn these guys back on so that this guy is not the only one building. And of course a rabbit broke through. This is pretty much just going to keep happening throughout my whole gameplay. But it's fun. It adds a little bit of action into it, even though these guys are just dying. So Mile 1 came back from adventure, and then they're going to go and adventure to the Otherworld Rift again. Then I have Mile 4. I have them go to Gemstone Cave. And then I'm also looking to promote these disciples fairly soon, so let me actually, well, I have enough materials to increase their experience right now, so I'll be good on that. And then this bear, I need to get 3 thought shards for them. I would like to increase their luck. If I had to choose any of the blue ones, since I'll be cultivating Heavenstone Law on the bear. Okay, so this guy failed to find the earth floods. I wonder if it's too late to go inside. Yeah, it's too late. Then I have this guy that's obviously looking to join my sect. And I do also want to make this very auspicious eventually. However, it's not a pressing matter. You have about like 300 days to get that done. And then let's see, where is Mountain South in terms of belief generation. Riverbank Plains. So the amount of belief that you get from this depends on how many followers you have and the tier of the agency, and these are just low, so I'm not going to get a lot of belief from them. But I am getting 20 influence per day now, and I'm getting a good amount of production. Oh, and I almost forgot that these guys I invited from Mount 100 Insects also are ready to join my sect. So I'll now have some really good abbots. So that's pretty nice. And then I'll have this guy create some more heaven sent talismans so that I can send out those abbots. I'm pretty much rich in sacred talismans at this point since I have 72. So now I can just go crazy with it, which is really nice. So I'm gonna run my game and just keep playing. As you can see, these two guys have joined my sect, and I think I do want to promote these guys. I don't really have to worry about them crafting since this guy got that overpowered crafting epiphanies, so they should be good for creating quality 100 clothing now. And as you can see, this demon high clothing increases the temperature cap by a large amount. And I could actually go out of the sect and collect some more demon beasts, demon high. However, my disciples just aren't strong enough to the point where they would be killing these guys like fast, and I don't want to spend inspiration to do that yet. So I'm thinking that I do want to promote this next batch of the disciples to be inner disciples. However, I also want to make some enhancements to my arrays whenever I can, and just think about that. Since I did add a chi fountain. Now I want to finish out creating my cultivation room. I'm thinking about which elements I want to have for this cultivation room. Okay, so let me start off with this side right here and moving this cushion. Also, these are fabric cushions which have no chi gather, so I think I'm going to switch over to using regular chi cushions which have some chi gathering, so that would be super good. And then I'm just thinking about how many disciples I'll have. So you want your chi cushion to be auspicious so that your cultivators will get a bonus from that and breakthrough chance. However, I'm feeling pretty lazy about that. Oops, I hit that button by mistake for sure. So I'm thinking I'll just make them out of marble, because I don't have a lot of igni copper ore. I'll do jade actually. I'll just keep it neutral and then make my chi cushion out of spiritstone blocks. I don't even have that many spiritstone blocks. What am I talking about? Yeah, I think spiritstone blocks is still the best option. I just need 40, so that's about 10 iterations of crafting, so I'll do 10 here, 10 here. So then each of these will create 40 spiritstone blocks. So that's 4 chi cushions right there. And then I would like to have like 6 at least. So I'll just make 8. And I'm spreading it out this way so that I can have multiple crafters creating them all at once, because that will improve how fast I'm getting them. So then I'll have this guy craft. Crafting. This guy's on crafting, but they don't even have that assigned, so I'll change them to logger. And then I'll have this guy be a crafter. And then This guy can't do smith, so I'll have them craft again. Or I have no other smithing tasks for them to do, so I'll just have them craft. So once my disciples wake up, they'll start to handle that. Then Mouth 3. I want to send you out to collect some items too. I'll just send Mao 3 out to unlock this secret right here. That's just like an early game secret that tells you, like, if you go into that area, then you can find like a decomposed body and then unlock manuals for formations. Basically a hint to saying, like, go to this area so you can unlock formations. Oh nice, I was able to get an Earth Plus. An Earth Plus is a really overpowered item for increasing your cultivator's mass chi. And it's actually very, very important. And that item is the one that will give you the biggest mass chi boost. So I think I will have my next batch use Earth Plus and Red Ginseng, since I do have a lot of Red Ginseng as well. However, the chance for you to collect Earth Plus is dependent on your cultivation element and your luck. Earth Plus is the earth elemental treasure, so if you have a fire cultivator, then you have the highest chance of collecting them, since earth is connected to fire. But if you have an earth element cultivator, then you have like an okay chance. Wow, I selected the wrong option. Okay, so I'm gonna send the Mao 4 out to get the second option, because I don't even remember which one I selected, honestly. And again, I'm just waiting for the spirit stone blocks to be created. And as you can see, the spirit stones are automatically being transported to my disciples by the minion universe. Let's also increase this priority. This guy needs a tool for chopping. Okay, so I run out of tools. Let's create some more tools. I have so many disciples that I'm just like, whatever. And then more bows probably won't hurt, but I'll just do like 3, because I already see that I still have some bows. So you know, these guys are moving pretty quickly. And I had 40 Spiritstone blocks, now I have 265, so that's why you just want to use multiple disciples to craft. And as you can see, Outer 1 is just zooming through thanks to that epiphany. Like, look at that speed compared to this guy right here. That crafting quality gain epiphany is very overpowered. And plus it's a bull though, so that's why they also move very fast, because they have that work speed efficiency. So I have my 4 at Otherworld Rift, and then I also have my 1 at Otherworld Rift. So I should be able to select both options. And then I'll send the rest of these guys to Gemspring Cave just to try to collect that Earth Plus again. This guy's in dire need of thinking. I'm honestly ready to make this guy a disciple. However, I just don't have the law that I want them to cultivate. So they're just waiting. This guy is getting thought shards extremely slow. Oh, maybe it's because they don't have any herbivores nearby. So let's see, what is... I think the bull is a herbivore, so let's try to move these herbivores over here. Not this pasture, this pasture. I'll just take these two fodder bulls and move them over here and hope that they don't become animals. Actually, I can prevent these guys from becoming animals by awakening them. So I'll just use this spell on them so that I don't have to worry about that unfortunate event. So I think I want to... Okay, so I did the first option already. So if you do use one of these thought shard miracles on these animals, then you can also cause them to be awakened. So as you can see, these guys, they now are Yaguai that I can raise. However, I don't like to use these because they don't start off with 10 perception, and they also don't start off with 2 intelligence shards, and you need 3 intelligence shards to awaken. So it's just way more convenient for me to use the ones that I can buy in the sect, honestly. But if you want to like start to raise like a massive amount of like bulls or cats or anything, then it's a really good idea to awaken the animals in your sect. And sadly, all of my animals pretty much died during the summer, so I can't even soul chant them. But yeah, these guys are in the awakening state, just like this guy, so they won't become like random animals. They'll become Yaguai. And I guess if I wanted to really not have to deal with these random awakenings, I could awaken like every animal on the map, but that would be a lot. But I will also have to recruit them, so I actually can't do that without the spell that I can use to recruit animals, which is called Incantation of Consonants. So let's equip a tool for chopping. Wow, you would move the item over but not equip it. Oh, your inventory is full. That makes sense. So this guy's about to unlock this event, and I'll choose the right option this time. Majestic Spirit. Oh, okay. Apparently got both of them already, so I must have missed that, so that's whatever. I'm going to return. Maybe I got those in a different video and I'm just thinking different. So now that I have enough Spiritstone blocks to create these cushions, I'll do so now. So I'll just create like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cushions. Forget it, I'll make 8. Let's see what your head is thinking about. Yeah. Always let the dog urinate and then just like do anything positive. Yeah. I wonder if Mao 1 is ready. Nice, I got another Earth Floods. Oh, it looks like my 1 did get to that bottleneck. So I either missed it or I got it when I was off screen. So now that all of my disciples got through that bottleneck, I'm ready to get to Primordial Spirit. And you know, getting to Primordial Spirit around like day 60, I would say is pretty slow, especially for the fact that I got to Golden Core at around day 38. However, it's whatever. but it's still like relatively extremely fast to what most people do. So let me start by working on this, creating this array, and just removing the stone essence from the array since it's a low quality item. Oh, this stone essence is tier 5, so it's not going to be moved, so I do have peons that will handle that. And then just making sure that my cultivation array is good. Do I have any more dragon feces? No, but I do have one on the way, I believe. Yeah, I still have the original 9. Who is this guy? Okay, so I have a visitor that's a golden core cultivator. They're not affiliated to a sect, so I'm not worried about them, honestly. So I can now replace that stone essence for the holy stone that I have, which is an earth cultivation item with a range of 3. So that's really good. I'll just have Mao 2 start to construct this array. I think I want to have, right now, I do want to have like 2 earth arrays and then maybe 1 wood array. Just because I know that Phoenix wood is a good chi gathering item. So now my array is better. Let's see what it looks like. So this one has a great amount of earth element. And this side still has more so wood. Or it has a good amount of wood on it as well. And I have 3 cats, so I'm thinking, maybe for this next generation, I'll just give them each their own individual array. Since I have the means now. Let's see, how can I try to use that same mini universe method to create this array without having to manually move the Spiritwood. I'm really excited to try to figure this one out. I'm pretty sure you can make a bonfire out of Spiritwood, so I'll do that. Yep. But this costs 3 Spiritwood. Okay. Let's see if there's any other item that I can use that costs 1 Spiritwood. I can only make this out of Spiritwood timber. No. Again, I'm looking for something that I can make out of Spiritwood so that I can cancel it out. Nope. Yeah, I think the bonfire might be the best option, but I wonder how the 3 Spiritwood will disassemble once I cancel it. So if I do this, then that's just a stack of 3. I don't really want a stack of 3 Spiritwood though, because it would be more work to remove the stack. However, I could use that to just group up the Spiritwood and have it like around. So yeah, I think I'll just do it like that. I wish there was an item that costs 1 Spiritwood, because then I could just do this so effortlessly. So I'll need 3 Spiritwood here. Then I'll need, like, I don't even know how many Spiritwood, so I'm just gonna do this. And then have all of the Spiritwood here. Then have my disciples start to move it around. Let's go forward with Mao 2. Let's see, do you have any items equipped? An acupuncture needle. Let's unequip that for now. I think they automatically equip the acupuncture needle. So let's just construct this array. Honestly, at this point, it might be better for me to use display cases. However, I do have a bias towards the arrays that are on the ground. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Come on, guys, we can do this. Let's drop the Spiritwood. I'm scared that my peon disciples are going to pick it up like instantly, and so let me remove these guys from doing peon work so that they don't do that, and just hope that my vessel isn't like lightning fast, which it probably is. I want to drop the Spiritwood over here, so let me move this thing out the way. Just gonna keep going. And then of course my blueprint is not fully accurate right now, so I also need to do these areas which I don't have marked. Now 2, move over here. Increase the priority of this, and this Spiritwood right here is out of place because of that range 3. So I'll just start to move forward with working on this other array. It's not easy work, but it's honest work. I don't even know what that saying is. Maybe it's like it's not the best work, but it's honest work. So I'm just placing down the Spiritwood at range 4. Looks like I'll need more Spiritwood, just a little bit more. Honestly, I don't know which method would be more tedious. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more Spiritwood, and then I need 8 for here, and then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So let's do 5. Create those bonfires, cancel them so that I can get the Spiritwood. Oh, I have some over here still. Let's handle that. And then just move over here and drop these while I'm over here. And then pick up some more. But yeah, these 3 arrays are very close, so it's kind of inefficient. However, I just like to have my things on one screen, and I'm fine with being inefficient because I'm using a cheat fountain, so that automatically makes my arrays more powerful than most would be right now. So I would rather have the quality of life of having everything just so close to each other. But if you're actually trying to like learn exactly how things should be, I probably wouldn't recommend something so close. The autosave. And then in this spot right here, did this ever get moved? No. Maybe it's because this guy is sleeping. Let's wake him up and see what happens. It might be related to the peon work. I'll check that out. Okay, so this is the work of a builder. So, okay, so this guy is moving it. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit for this guy to move that. Then also, let me make sure I ban the Spiritwood again. Take him out too. Drop this last Spiritwood at range 4. Then I think I have a couple more spots to fill. Okay, so this array is good. This array right here is good. And this array looks like it needs one more item. Nice, so I have exactly as much Spiritwood as I needed. Actually, I don't. I have one extra one right here because that one is out of range, so I'll have them in the universe pick that one up. And now my arrays are pretty much perfect. I did need one more right here. That ain't no burst spot. So you can inspect the mini universe and then just go to click on an item and then you can just like have it pick up. So I'm going to go here and place this down now. So the next thing I want to do is fill up these arrays with like holy stone, and I'm trying to think if I want to use holy stone or if I want to use holy stone blocks. Because if I refine these into holy stone blocks, then I can get more out of it. And I definitely don't have enough Phoenix wood to make a wood element array, but that's fine because I don't have any cultivator that I plan to cultivate in fire as of now. So let me first move forward with having my guys start to meditate, and then I'll just use this guy to move all of the items over. Or actually, I'll just I'm approaching an hour, so I'll just do this quickly and then do the meditation stuff in the next video. And then that's when I'm actually going to be going to Primordial Spirit in the next video for sure this time. Yeah, I think I want to move forward with using holy stone blocks because even if I do that, I will only be using like 3 or 4. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'll change my guys to be able to do peon work again. And of course I've neglected these two. They should be sent out as Abbot, so let's make sure I handle that. So have this guy draw some spiritual traveling talismans for them. And probably some departing shadow if I have it. Okay, so I have departing shadow but I don't have spiritual traveling. That's fine. I'll just do these 2 departing shadows. I think I do have enough heaven sent talismans. So I have these 2 departing shadow talismans. I'll equip them on these guys that I want to make abbots, and then I'll also create the bracelet on these guys to increase their charisma, and then I'll also increase their stats further with Heaven Sent Talisman. And then this guy is also the same as the other 2. I actually only have enough inspiration to make 1 abbot, so I'll just start off with making this human guy the abbot, because I'm assuming the human is like worse at doing everything else. Yeah, these guys have like way better stats for outer work, so I'll just send this guy out with his 9.1 charisma, which is extremely good, and I'll make them an abbot of I'm thinking about doing City of Abundance. However, while self can be used to create wood, I want to do the ones that like produce materials first, just because I like those ones better. That will produce Spiritstone, so that's interesting. Yeah, I'll send him out to this one. Actually, let's cancel that. That guy would take a really long time to get to that location, so I'll just do the closest location so that I can quickly begin to generate 30 influence a day, and then that will allow me to pretty much just get more quicker. So then once I do that, I'll create 30 influence a day, and then I'll do Seascape and just go by like whichever ones are closer, because waiting for Riverbank Plains actually was a lot of work. So I have these holy stone blocks being created. I'm about 90% sure that there's something I can create holy stone blocks out of. Yes. Yes. Oh, this is so satisfying. You don't know like how long I've been like clicking around and moving these items around, and for me to just learn about this yesterday, this is why I love this game. I'm not gonna lie, I love this game, because there's always something that you could learn, and then always some like new gimmick that you can implement. This is so satisfying. I don't have to do that task anymore. So as soon as this last batch of holy stone blocks complete, I'll create some holy stone walls over here, and then use the mini universe to dismantle it. I'm really excited to show this to you guys whenever it is that you guys get this footage. So now that I have these walls with holy stone blocks, I can just... Oh wait, no, it's not gonna work. It is not gonna work, because the mini universe is the mini universe only moves items of a higher tier. My dreams have been crushed. However, there is an alternative. If I remove builder from all of my disciples, right, then the walls will never be built, but my peon disciples will still move these items to be ready to be built. So I will still have these holy stone walls like pretty much like half built, and it's basically the same concept. So I'm going to use my common sense knowledge to make that work, but I'll have to move one manually on top of the sage fruit. So yeah, I'll just do the same concept and just pre-build all of these walls here, and then have my peons do the work instead of me. I love this event. Whenever these random beasts start to invade, that's just free soul chanting, you know. So we'll just soul chant these guys right here, and then I'll use 2 guys to do it. Okay, let's see if my methods are working. Come on guys, I know you can do this. Why are you sleeping? Okay, Mouse 7, you're starting to haul. What are you hauling? What are you hauling? Oh, the wrong item. Come on, guys, do this for us. Oh, nice. My turtle has reached the limit. Okay, so they're ready to start creating talismans, so I do want to put them on default. Okay, yes, 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 it's working. It's working. No more manual labor for the player. Let me think about this, actually. Yeah, you can pretty much do this with any material that can be used as a building material. However, the Spiritwood situation is a little bit more annoying. So now that these guys are waiting for builders and I have no builders assigned and I cancel that, boom. Ah, that's beautiful. That is just beautiful. So I'm pretty much done with that. And I think I either need more holy stone blocks. Let's see. So I have 27 holy stone blocks in total, and we're looking at 27. So yeah, I need to craft one more set of holy stone blocks. Let's just double check to make sure that we're not just waiting for someone to craft it. And then of course I'll turn these guys back on to be builders. And then I'll just finish that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that video, and then I hope you guys learned a lot. I pretty much explained how to collect the Nimbus Law, how to do a lot of different things, how to cultivate, collect the Nimbus Law, adventure to different locations, and then build out the chi fountain, and then also how to do this new trick.